Butterbur resembles coltsfoot in the way it gets its flowers before its leaves, and it actually belongs to the same family, although you wouldn't think so because they look so completely different. But this is actually an inflorescence of inflorescences, in the sense that each of these little clusters corresponds to the flower head of a dandelion or a daisy or of coltsfoot. And this is really typical Butterbur habitat. It's a sandbank at the side of a river, in this case the Camcor, and you can see the way already at the beginning of April the grassy vegetation is beginning to overwhelm the flowers, but the flowers will have gone back in a week or two, and if you come back in the summer, middle of summer say, the flowers will have disappeared and the leaves will have taken over, and these leaves will become disproportionately enormous. They can be up to 1 metre across, like huge rhubarb leaves. And it's from this feature, in fact, that the plant takes its Latin name. The Latin name is Petasites, which comes from the Greek word petasos, which means a broad-brimmed hat. There are up to 50 little capitula in this spike of capitula. Remember, capitulum is the technical word for the flower head made up of numerous individual florets, and each capitulum has up to 50 goblet-like florets in it. But they are nearly all male. We hardly ever see female flowers, which means that although they produce an abundance of nectar, they hardly ever set seed, at least in Ireland. It spreads by means of its vigorous, persistent rhizomes. Now, these are the rhizomes of Butterbur, and it would be difficult to overestimate the reputation of Butterbur in traditional medicine. It was believed to be effective in treating the plague and to alleviate the symptoms of fever, but also a long range of things. I mean, too numerous even to list, but it included things like a weak heart, chesty complaints, worms and ulcers, asthma, colds, kidney complaints, convulsions, and many, many more conditions. And it's worth adding that its reputation is supported by modern medical research, because Butterbur contains a chemical called petasin, which has been shown by modern research to have significant anti-inflammatory properties and is used for treating a variety of conditions. Now, the juice is intensely bitter and resinous. But you didn't have to take it raw like this. It was usually administered as a tonic in a glass of wine. Sláinte.